Here are three little known ways that nice guys can become sexually confident. Let's go ahead and jump right into number one, optimize your testosterone levels. Most men are simply not doing this. And I know this may not sound like a secret way or a little known way, but what is shocking is that most men are not committing to this as a top priority in their life. They're chasing all kinds of magic pills and short term solutions and band aids when the real solution is to get really, really focused on your testosterone levels and do everything you can to optimize them. I'm going to give you a couple very simple ways to do this starting today. Number one is your diet. You want to make sure that you are eliminating refined sugars and soy products, refined carbohydrates, and also beer, alcohol in general, as much from your diet right now as you can. The second thing on top of that would be to replace it with consuming more red meat, uh, top sirloin steak, free range, organic, grass fed meats is probably the number one thing you can do right now to boost your testosterone. Liver is also very good for this, but you want to focus on really high quality meat consumption as the basis of your diet in order to boost testosterone, and then eliminate foods that cause inflammation. That would be refined sugars and carbs, and also alcohols that are consumed in excess. So focus on your diet. The second thing to do is to make sure you are getting plenty of natural sunlight. Of course, this is the best way to metabolize vitamin D in your body, which is directly related to boosting testosterone. So getting natural sun is the best way to do this. Find an activity that you can commit to 2 to 3 times a week at the minimum, whether it's running, tennis, hiking, skiing, whatever your thing is, get out there and get natural sunlight for at least a couple of hours a week at the bare minimum. And that alone will help you tremendously to not only boost testosterone, but to get more vitamin D, to overcome depression, anxiety, to be a happier person. And then the third lifestyle tip that I would give you in terms of optimizing your testosterone levels is to make the elimination of stress a top priority in your life. Look for ways that you react to life circumstances in a habitual or unconscious way that generates stress for you, and start to learn techniques and tools to overcome the response. This can involve meditation practice, or listening to music that soothes you, or doing sensory deprivation tanks, float tanks, things of this nature. Find something that you resonate with that gets you into a deeply calm state and helps you cut out the cortisol response, the inflammation response that is generated from unwanted life circumstances. As a man, this is part of your sacred duty, is to have a toolkit that helps you overcome stress and not be a victim to it. This will definitely make you more sexually confident and more attractive to women. Number two is to tap into your inner rage and use it to your advantage. Now, what does this mean? Well, every man on the planet has some degree of inner rage. This is a kind of primal anger of just having to survive as a man, of taking care of others, of protecting. There's a certain kind of masculine power that is aligned with a healthy sense of anger in life. What has happened to a lot of nice guys is that they have bottled up this rage or this anger, and they've been taught by society that it's something to be avoided. It's something they should feel shameful of, and do whatever they can to not express it, to just bypass it as much as they can. And that's why they're oftentimes too nice. They're too ingratiating. They people please too much. It's because they're disconnected from this primal rage that all men have. Now, of course, you don't want to go out there and be a homicidal maniac. That's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about having a skillful relationship with your anger. So this means not bottling it up, not shaming it, not judging it, and instead allowing it to come out every now and then. It needs to be part of your vibe. It needs to be part of your persona that you are conveying to women. In a sense, women need to feel a little bit of danger coming from you, not in a harmful way or a overtly threatening way, but more in a way of like, oh, this guy's going to keep me guessing a bit. This guy keeps me on edge a little bit. There's a little bit of mystery here. There's a little bit of intrigue that is based on your rage, that is based on you being a dangerous man, on being somebody that people don't want to mess with. And every man can do this. Every man can develop himself in this way. So look for opportunities to start expressing your anger in skillful ways. That may mean just whacking a punching bag a few times a week, or screaming into your pillow, or singing really aggressive music in your car. But don't buy into the societal conditioning that your rage is something to be shameful of, or that it should just be avoided at all costs. That's what's gotten you into trouble. The key is to learn how to use it skillfully and make it part of your overall disposition so that it gives you an edge. It makes people feel a certain kind of vibe that they respect you. They don't want to mess with you. When a man has a healthy relationship with his anger, that's what he's going to convey. So practice this, and I'll talk about this more in future videos because this is a big, big topic. And a lot of nice guys struggle with this one a lot, but it's really not that hard. You just have to make it a commitment to practice this and get creative with it. Look for opportunities to express anger in ways that are constructive and that make you feel a little bit more badass. Number 3 is to focus on sensation and flow rather than what you should do to turn her on. When men, especially nice guys, when they get into sexual dynamics with women, they oftentimes get stuck in their head. And instead of just going with the flow and being in their body, they're wondering if they're doing it right. They're letting their insecurities guide and dictate the situation rather than the natural pleasure and chemistry that's there. So the goal is to get out of your head and into your body, to focus on the sensations that you are feeling and that you are giving her rather than what you think you should be doing or judging yourself for doing it right or wrong. Allow yourself to let go of all of that and to just sink into a flow state when you are either having sex or warming up to that. And this is a practice. It's actually very, very simple, and it's only the thinking mind that makes it look so complicated. You just have to establish a new habit of being in the sensations of your body and enjoying them and not worrying about the outcome, not worrying about what she's thinking of the experience, and really enjoying yourself. If you are enjoying yourself thoroughly and genuinely, she's going to trust the dynamic more. She's going to be more attracted to you. Women can sense when you're stuck in your head and when you're second guessing yourself, when you're insecure. And once again, this ties into both the other points too, because as your testosterone increases, as you get into a healthy relationship with your anger, you'll start to do this naturally, where you just live in your body more. You trust yourself more. You trust your instincts more. And that means not identifying with your thoughts so much, getting out of your head and into your body. Any woman is going to want that in a sexual relationship. She's going to want a man who is spontaneous, who trusts himself, who goes with the flow, and is not attached to outcomes. This is how you become an amazing lover and basically achieve a certain level of mastery when it comes to sex and sensuality. So get out of your head, get into your body, channel your anger in healthy ways, and make it a top commitment in your life to boost your testosterone. Those are my 3 tips for you today. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more tips like this and you want to get support for becoming more of a badass man rather than a beta. And I'd be happy to help you on that journey. And I will see you in the next video.